Hello, everybody, and welcome to the world below. I am your story guide, Chaz, and we have a nice, exciting adventure for you as we continue this I'm gonna say expedition of these fun, honest path games. Before I begin, it's always important to see like the true heroes of the story, and so we're just gonna introduce everybody. Please introduce yourself, your pronouns, uh, characters, whatever you feel is important. And let's start with Josie.
Ah, um, Hi, I'm Josie. They, them. I will playing Trillen, she, her. I am just I look a bit patchy in my character art, but don't mind it. It's fine. I do some trading and some healing and some negotiation. And please don't start fighting. Please don't.
We definitely don't have any fighting planned today. You're probably fine. Thank you so much. Next up, let's go Minty.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Minty Bo, they, them, or any whatsoever. I have the absolute pleasure to play a Seven Blackleg, a elemental chaos who also is just a rat that totally doesn't have an obsession with chaos and the well and rocks. The rock may or may not be called Sven. They may not be very tiny. And if they start glowing, don't worry about it. They're just here for a good time. Hey, where's the well again?
Beautiful. And how about Zachary?
Hello, I am Zach Naldra, they, and I am playing Zayans, the Plutonic Hunter Templar. If I remember anything that I read from The World Below, I would be able to tell you more about what those words mean in that combination. Um, but it turns out that I haven't looked at this so long that it's been a while.
Beautiful. Well, we'll do our best to kind of introduce everybody to the world below. This is also my first time running it, and so I think we're going to have a good time. See, the world below takes place unsurprisingly in the world below. See, the world above is no longer safe for civilizations, and so people's critters have all started to go down deep into the world. However, the world below is suffused by this energy called chaos. Um, and chaos does a lot of things. It allows people to cast these magical sorceries. People can manipulate it to do these like fantastic effects, but it is called chaos for a reason. Sometimes things go slightly awry. People are also still kind of like clearing out the world below, putting civilizations in where you can live. And as you go deeper and deeper, the chaos tends to get thicker and thicker. However, we are not going to be, or our setting is not going to be very deep into the world. We're not going to be in like the thick of the deepest, darkest chaos. We are like fairly high in the world below in a well-established civilization that I call Atagrund. And Atagrund has become very well known for its crystals, these ores that it like mines because there are all these like crystal caves nearby, and it can then like trade these crystals to other civilizations. However, something has happened in a crystal cave relatively nearby. And by relatively, I mean a 6 hour trek away. However, as the world below, it's not just walking straight, you are climbing, you are maneuvering through these caves. And so our heroes have been called in to this adventurers guild. You've all been called in separately, but you all know each other. You all are part of some of the like main adventurers who go out and slay monsters, help protect Attigran. However, two of your friends are missing. Those friends being Luck and Deidre. They were not called in today. And as you walk in, you see a human who says, thank you all for showing up. I'm glad you can make it. Uh, I would love to do the pleasantry, but unfortunately, I really would like to get straight to the matter at hand. I have a job for all of you if you are willing to accept.
Hmm? Job? Yes. Job, yes. Yes, job.
Yes. In the latest Crystal Cave, we have not heard back from the miners for quite some time now, and so we'd like you to go and retrieve them.
Okay.
There is one more thing that we must ask of you.
Of
Uh, t
course.
Two of your fellow adventurers, Deidre and Luck, were with the last group. Um, it, we would like you to go and help bring them back. They are very seasoned adventurers. The chance of them uh, being lost or taking unnecessary risk is very low. So we are under the assumption that they are hiding out somewhere. We just ask that you go support them and bring the miners and Deidre and Luck back.
Hmm.
Okay.
Seven's like just chewing on a rock in the background, just nodding very enthusiastically because it's a crystal cave. Why else would they not be so excited?
Right? Like so many rocks, so many glowing.
I um I just read through my sheet, and I apparently take the canary in a cage hanging from my belt up.
Mhm.
Think this little guy is gonna do a good job. Uh, for you that do not know, and I look at Kevin 07. I don't know what you thought it is. It's funny to call you Kevin nonetheless.
It's
Sorry.
Kevin with a C. No one ever gets it right where it's supposed to go.
Oh my god. Like I pull up like this little yellow canary that's like hopping happily on like its little bar. Like, if this little guy is not standing upright anymore, but is like on the floor of the cage, you run.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird knows when not safe.
Pretty bird knows. No. Pretty bird knows. Yes.
Puts it back on their belt.
Kevin's just smiling from ear to ear as if they've just unlocked a great mystery.
Do you have any questions for me before you are sent on your way?
Is this the first incident in this cave?
Yes. We actually thought we cleared out most of the dangers. Granted, you can only clear out so many of them, and so we usually just send two adventurers with the miners. However, this is the first time that they have not returned, reported back.
What is it that you cleared out from this cave?
We believe there were some arachnids originally. There's a little nest, but they have long since been cleared out, multiple weeks at this point.
Hmm.
Multiple weeks. Just weeks.
Yes, just weeks. But this cave honestly isn't, or I guess this cavern isn't that big. Last report we got, we only needed one or two more expeditions to kind of clear it out.
All right. I'm going to make a survival and intellect
Uh-huh.
with the purpose of thinking that, how long do arachnids take to hatch? That is 2 hits.
Two hit. Arachnids take about a week, maybe two.
So it is possible that they cleared it out, the baby arachnids grew up, and now we've got teenage arachnids.
Uh, yeah, very possible.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
Like Teenage Mutant Ninja Arachnids.
Arrakis. We could be dealing with a Donatello situation here.
I do not know this Donatello, but
Donatello who? What he
Uh,
tell?
we could be
Nothing.
dealing with that. However, the person you're speaking with seems very confident that all of the arachnids, including eggs, have been cleared out. Of course, they weren't there, so they don't know.
Hmm.
who did the clearing?
Uh, Another adventuring group.
Are they still
Uh,
are they still around? Can we talk to these heroes that you sent down into the tunnels and apparently didn't do a thorough enough job?
of course, yes. And he will give you the name of three adventurers, Nakrim, Rachel, and Doug.
Fucking Doug. Never believe what Doug says. Do not hire Doug again.
We Had we sent Doug alone, yes, you're right. We would not have believed him, but Nakrim and Rachel were both fairly confident that they had cleared out.
And
I
how
know Rachel.
much?
She has no confidence. She doesn't know what she can do, so she'll just sit there meekly in the back doing nothing and let Doug take all the credit for everything.
How
Well,
well did these people know nature in general?
uh, Doug and Rachel, not so much. Nakrim herself is a hunter, and so she is one of the people who we do trust when it comes to tracking monsters.
Of course, you sent in someone that kills them and not someone who studies them.
We did make that choice. But
Hmm.
we had to clear out before we sent miners in. And then once everything's cleared out, then we can send in someone to study them.
That the
I just
sighs very loudly. Sorry, Zach, go ahead.
so
Kevin,
I just need to clarify because I know how some of you corporations work. Are you talking about sending children into the mines so that you can save money, or did you hire actual people who know how to swing an axe in a pit?
Uh, we found people whose callings were mining. Not children, full grown adults whose calling has brought them to mining abilities.
Yeah. Some of these companies you got to mining companies you got to ask, you got to check out.
Fully understand, yes.
we burned the last one that did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Pat, pat,
Smelled
pat.
like burning hair.
Most things with hair smell like burning hair when you set them on fire.
No, arachnids with hair just smell like burning arachnids. Burning hair smells like burning hair. They're different.
That's because the hair on arachnids is not the hair that we have.
Too bad we used up all of that ancient magical fire spray. Aquanet is what they call it for those fires. That stuff really lights up, makes fire go boom.
Would you like me
Anything
to
go
call,
boom.
would you like me to call the other adventuring group so you can ask them about what they saw?
No, because then they'll have time to prepare a story on their way over here. Where are they at? We'll go find them.
I can give you their address. They don't live together, but you can go to their houses individually.
Okay.
So that you are given the address of Rachel, Doug, and Nakrim.
We're about to split the party, aren't we?
Are you?
I mean, it would save time if we split up and all did each of these individually. 1, 2, 3, not Doug.
That was the question. Who gets Doug?
Dang, bro. I mean, it depends on what you all want to do. I don't know who might have the most valuable information, but I think my character would like to like at least not go to Doug
Okay. So
I
because
was
his
just
here's the thing:
negotiator and everything.
if the three of us go to Rachel at the same time, she'll be overwhelmed, and if the three of us go to Nocturne, he'll be um, defensive and Doug could be triple teamed. It actually might work because we can keep him on his toes and he can't um, try to sweet talk any one of us. It's going to be harder to sweet talk three of us.
But
hmm.
depends
I have good
on,
toes. I do, Doug.
you know what? Go. Do it. Maybe he has pretty rocks you can chew on.
Off like a shot. Just a little mottled fur rodent shot through the streets of whatever settlement we're in at the moment. Just rocks, 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 rocks.
Fuck, Doug has pretty rocks.
You made a mistake.
Oh no, I didn't.
This is gonna be great.
Um, if Rachel has a tendency to get overwhelmed, I could try to.
Stick soothe.
The sword and the armor is kind of intimidating. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
I give off that energy, that aura. I know.
Yes, you do. Anyway, I'll be interrogating Rachel.
I'll go deal with Nocturne.
All right.
Right. So we're gonna do uh Rachel, Doug, and then Nakram in that order. So Trillin, you get to Rachel's house. I'm assuming you're like knocking. Are you like
Oh
heavy
no,
knock? No, okay.
no. I'm a negotiator, Chaz. It's fine.
Very true. Okay.
It's like
So
the confident but gentle knock.
gotcha. So you knock, and she quickly goes, I'm here, I'm here, I'm sorry. Hi. Hi. You are
Dylan, yes.
Trillin.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Uh
Nice to meet you.
oh, I'm so sorry. Would you like to come in? Uh
Sure.
please. I didn't mean to like leave you outside, and
No,
she'll
that's
kind of
fine.
look around and close the door. So what do I owe this pleasure? Wait, did I not fill out the form for the last adventure?
No,
Oh
no, no,
crap,
no, no, no.
I didn't do that.
You did nothing wrong, Rachel, okay? I want you to know that. Okay?
Oh, okay, sorry. I just, I don't get a lot of other adventurers coming.
I
Okay.
know. It's fine. I was just inquiring on a few things because we're gonna be sent off to a place that you also went. And I just want to get some information so that we know what we're dealing with.
Okay, yeah.
So that, we can like learn from the mistakes of others and know what's going on there and be more efficient.
Sure, I'd be happy to help. This is my first interview. Make me I'm gonna say empathy presence role, effectively to see like how your like calming energy is affecting Rachel.
Um, I have a thing with my empathy, but I do not know what it is. I'm sorry. It says calling major. It's probably something to do with
Oh,
the
that's where
system.
you got that
Oh, I get the
skill
dot
from.
from. It's not a
Yeah,
specialty like we normally put there. Okay,
yeah.
fantastic. Then I do know what it is.
You can
Wow.
also use persuasion for this.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because that is an additional. That's an additional 2 dice. Call up my dice roller real quick. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll. That is 2 hits.
Okay. You can tell that having not met Rachel, she is dealing with some like imposter syndrome, like not sure she's really an adventurer, but coming in, like reassuring her, no, I just want to like learn from your experience does like make her feel a lot better. And so you will have one enhancement going forward for your social interactions with Rachel today.
Okay.
All right, so she sits down and says, so what can I do? What can I do for you? We may have lost Trillin for a bit. So we're gonna go to seven. Seven, Kevin? I don't know which one anymore. I like
Yes.
both. Yes.
They
And
refuse to specify.
right.
Up,
Seven.
back.
Oh, back. Hey. Okay.
Sorry.
Uh,
This also happened in the curse board game. I'm sorry.
no worries at all.
Sorry. Um, but I was going to ask Rachel, before giving you guys a heart attack. Um, like, so when you went in with the miners, like, did you like see something special? Because I know you're dealing with spiders, arachnids,
Oh,
like.
yes. Well, when me, Nakram, and Doug went, we actually didn't have any miners. We were like the initial group there to like make sure it was safe. But oh my, it was so beautiful there. Like those like diamonds reflected like every color of the rainbow, and I think two that I'd never seen before. But then the spiders came, and then me, Nakram, and I guess Doug also like got rid of the spiders, and then as we left, Nakram kind of stayed behind, um, and then came out shortly after. I didn't go with the miners on their first when they first went though.
Okay. So how scary are the spiders?
They're not they're
I
not scary at all.
Nope.
They're not.
Rachel, be honest. The more honest information you give me, the
Ooh.
less of a chance that I have to perish.
Oh, that gets her. Yeah. She's like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to not think I was like a good adventurer. They were horrifying, and I like froze up, and I would have died if Nakram hadn't saved me.
That's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that. Um, but like, how big? How wide?
Uh,
How many sets of jaws? How many sets of eyes? Anything else? Like, did they release gas? Did they do
eight
anything
feet
scary?
long, 5 feet wide.
I hide my I hide my facial expression that I want to make, which is
I think it was only three jaws, but one jaw was like hidden inside of the other jaws, so you didn't see. So it looked like two.
interesting.
uh, I don't remember if they did anything else. I honestly was kind of afraid for the first.
That's okay to be afraid. It's normal to be afraid. But I think you're a bit shaken, and that's okay. If you need to talk, I'm here. I've also seen my fair amount of things, but I'll be going in and meeting my other party members now.
Oh wait, can I offer you some water or like a cracker or something? I think I'm supposed to do that.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, oh, thanks. Do you think I could come and like ask you for advice? If I'm going on another adventure?
Absolutely.
And she'll just kind of like give a nice like warm grin to you and say, "Thanks for coming." She like
Yeah.
escorts you out.
Door closes behind me. Yes. I'm good. I'm just gonna wait for the rest anxiously and pass
Okay.
on the spotlight to the next person.
Seven. You are.
Uh,
Mhm.
the moment they reach Doug's door, it's just like,
As you reach Doug's door, the door opens before you even get to knock. You must be another one of my fans. Please come in and bask in the glory that is Doug.
seven, black leg, not black arm, black leg. People get
Se-
confused.
Seven. I will never forget your name, Blackfinger. Please come inside.
They just walk in and they have their pet rock like tucked into a pocket in their shirt just for, good luck. And, if it starts talking, they can listen to the advice.
Hmm.
Yes, Crystal Cave. You part of trio. First spiders. No, arachnids. No spiders. Both.
Ah, yes, I remember that. When I led the group to clear out the draconic spiders of the Crystal Cave. What a wonderful. Would you like me to tell you the tale?
Have questions. Friend got lost in caves. Need to make sure something wasn't missed.
Miss? Oh, of course not. I didn't miss anything. Made sure I cleared out everything. I even almost cleared out all of the crystals, but I want to give the other people something to do.
Yes, spiders, crystals, but what else in cave?
The remnants of my victory over the draconic spiders.
No, 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 no. What other creature in cave?
Cre-
Spi- Spiders hunt. Spiders need prey. If cave just discovered, they hunt something else before us. Anything else in cave you see?
Ooh. Give me an esoterica, and then, and honestly, your social attribute of your choice. I could see presence working here. I could kind of see manipulation. I can absolutely see composure, as Doug is fun.
Doug is fun. Seven's about to be more fun. Hey, fun fact, did you know that Seven was spec'd with 4 dots in presence?
Oh shit!
I just saw that when I was looking at what to roll. So we're gonna rock with that. So
Nice.
presence and esoterica. One. For story path, 8 and above. So
Hmm.
that is only one success, unfortunately.
Okay. Um, only one hit. So through like talking with Doug, you start to get how his mind works. Um, you get the feeling that there is something deeper in the cave that he has not witnessed. Because he mentions how they sat outside, preparing both before and then like kind of like calming down, or in his words, toasting his victory afterwards, which likely means there's not a lot of fauna like directly outside the cave. So there's probably something deeper inside that someone of his skill level did not notice.
Hmm. No draconic spiders. Very good. Question.
Yes.
Crystals in cave. Did they warm or cold?
Uh, they both, i.e., he doesn't know.
Hmm. That is all. Thank you. And just
Wait,
out the doors.
don't you want to hit? It was nice meeting you.
Thank you. Rocks say that you talk only half as nice as you look. And just gone.
Beautiful. All right. Zans,
Yes.
you make it to Nakram's abode.
Oh, uh, as I'm rolling up to Nockrams, I'm going to call an animal companion.
Hmm.
Um, I successfully call an animal companion with the pest archetype.
Hmm.
So we're going to say it's a little flying thing.
Okay.
Kind of, just kind of hangs around my shoulder. Not really, doing anything yet, but if I ask it to, it will.
Right.
Um, just walk up, knock on the door.
Takes like 15, 20 seconds. But they open the door and they say, "Hi, can I help you?"
Yes, I've been told you are Nocturne. Is that correct?
Knockroom, yes.
Knockroom. Um, well, I got the information from Doug, so that would explain why I got your name wrong.
I'm
Um,
surprised he even got that close. Yeah, please come
yeah. So
in.
you've dealt with him before. I take it.
Not by choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in your shoes. I'm sorry that you've had to endure that.
Uh, and I'm sorry you've had to do it as well.
Yep. So I've heard that he was and you worked together to clear out a tunnel.
Yeah, that crystal cave a
Yeah.
month or so back.
And I heard his version of it in working with Doug. That I know from experience means the cave wasn't all clear, was it?
Oh, absolutely not. We would have no way to clear the cave. The amount of crystals kind of blocked the back, and the crystals were fairly sharp, and so we could only clear out the like entrance area. There's absolutely things in the back we just couldn't get to. We even told the Adventurers Guild, like,
So
you
once
should
you
be
got
aware.
past once the miners got back to the crystals, whichever was behind there, um, had free reign on the miners. Then
Yeah, they were supposed to send miners with, a team of like three adventurers minimum.
they sent two. Neither, and knowing both of them, neither of them are fairly combat oriented. Yeah, yeah. Um, any clue? Do you have any idea of what's back there? Do you get were there any signs of anything we should be looking out for when we going after these adventurers that they lost?
Malcolm is not really smart, but they are a hunter. Honestly, if I had to guess, it's something. I have to guess there's a cave deeper in there, that opens up to a different cavern. The crystal cavern itself isn't that big, but those were fairly big arachnids, and so I assume rather than like coming out to eat, they just went deeper into the cavern. That's my
Yeah.
biggest
Uh,
guess. And so if you're saying that there's been some sort of incident, I think whatever was in that deeper cavern has likely come through. So that could be anything at this point.
yeah, good to know. All right, thank you very much for that information. Um, yeah, uh, again, condolences for having to work with Doug. Hopefully, you don't have to do it again anytime soon.
Is he going to be coming with you on this new event?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank, because I just
And I think if he was, it would be better for everyone if he stayed behind and guarded the cavern. If you know what I
that's
mean.
what that's what we told him to do. It was just me and Rachel.
Mm.
Poor thing. I think that was her first event, first
Yeah,
expedition
yeah,
too.
yeah, no, yeah, probably.
She did fairly well, but
She's very skilled. She just doesn't really have the confidence yet.
yep. Well, wishing you luck.
Yeah, thank you. Nod.
Yep.
The little creature on his shoulder will nod, and they'll head off.
Okay. You head out. I assume you all have a place where you meet together.
We need to go.
Absolutely, totally.
We need to go back and ask for more money. They were told that there was something deeper in the cavern and that wasn't cleared out.
It's probably more of those fuck ass spiders
Quite
that are
possibly.
absolutely massive.
Qu-
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much like Rachel exaggerates things because she's just so intimidated by everything, but it's like dimensions of like 8 feet, 5 feet, whatever that might mean in other measurements that I know more of. Um, I sincerely hope she was like overestimating everything.
If
However,
Give me a empathy. resolve roll. As you try to suppress your your like responses, can you like see through? Because you got to know Rachel fairly well, and I'll say you do that +1 enhancement will apply to this because it's not while it's not a social role, you do kind of get an understanding of how she speaks. So +1 enhancement,
All
uh,
right. Hits are an 8 and a 10, so that's
3.
yes.
Uh, so Rachel absolutely had a phase in your conversation with her where she was exaggerating a lot. That kind of pretty much died out once you were like, "Hey, it's fine. Like, I'm not here to judge you. I just really want to talk. Because like I respect you as a peer and I want to be safe." And it was after that when you started asking her about the size of the arachnids, and so she probably wasn't exaggerating. Like that probably was like as accurate estimate as you can get while you were fighting them.
But I have a feeling that like the whole science thing, she pretended to be like all tough and like, yeah, everything went fine, and then was like, but give me information, I don't want to die. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And then she told me about the spiders that were like 8 by 5 foot and
Mhm,
have like 3 sets of jaws, one of which
mhm.
is hidden apparently.
Yep.
Um, and um, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Not part dragon. Doug lie.
Why would they be? Huh?
Uh, Doug dumb.
Yes, but what?
Doug called them draconic.
That's something different. Seven. That is an expression that is not meant to be taken literally. I know that's difficult for you, but we're getting somewhere one day.
We're getting to
That's
cave. That's somewhere.
that's
Oh, Doug say crystal's cool and warm. Not one or the other. Means something changed temperature. Maybe air. Means opening somewhere?
Yeah, so they got to a spot where the crystals were too thick that there was something behind that they didn't bother clearing out and going through. So they sent the miners in, and so that area of the caverns behind those crystals has been cleared out. So what I'm guessing is the one of the crystals, the cool crystals, would be um, the ones that were probably exposed to whatever was behind it because the wind was getting through, cooling them off. Where the warm crystals, the wind wasn't passing through them, so they were able to, be
or
warm.
it is warm air, but we can figure out the direction of where it is, like just lighting a candle and see where the flame flickers.
Also, if crystal's too sharp for miners to get through, how spiders get through? Methinks what's behind crystal may not be spiders, or same kind.
Or the spiders that got through were the little spiders. The spiders that didn't get through were the big spiders. And Chaz is
I'd be ready
covering
for
his face
fire.
like I just gave him an idea.
You see Trillin having like once again trying to keep it together, but like just this like she hides her face. Is like
Yeah. But we need to go back to the guy and talk to him because he told us it was cleared out, and he was clearly told that it wasn't cleared out and it was only cleared out to a point. And then he still
but
said,
why would he care?
well, because now he's hiring us to go in there, and he just hired us. And he just sent us off with bad information.
Hmm. So I was just like got that concerning look of I'm about to get an idea, but doesn't speak as they're going back. Just and chewing on a rock for thinking.
Seven, if you have something to say, please say it now.
Not yet. Like cake.
Is it
Don't eat cake before done. Thought
is
means
it
done.
is it still brewing?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It'll brew before world ends. Hopefully.
I
Maybe.
sincerely hope so.
World ends someday. And they just like keep on muttering about the apocalypse out of nowhere. World end before cake. World end before brew.
Now I want some cake.
Um, so what if we like I know we have people in there that we need to go save. However, what if we just like and I like kind of shield Seven from this because the adults are talking?
Just like try
What
to
if-
cover his rat ears.
like with my cloak like this, like not now mommy and daddy are talking. Like what if you just like didn't go?
Um, so if we didn't go, then they would be around to be like, "Hey, we hired these adventurers and they didn't do shit," and we wouldn't be there to be like, "Hey, this guy hired us without giving us complete information. It was a bunch of bullshit."
I hate how much sense you make.
Yeah, no. It's a burden. I could just have the delusions that Doug has, and everything would be all right.
Yeah,
Bastard.
I would have such self-confidence.
Yeah,
Anyways, I
I figured we could at least get some extra gear and get more better pay out of this, knowing that what we know now. So we go back, we renegotiate.
I think that's my cue.
All right. So yeah, let's go back. We're gonna go back and renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Okay. So you head back to the Adventurers Guild. And the same human who kind of gave you the information before gives it to you again. It's like, oh, did you find the information that you were looking for?
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You were told there
And
was more shit in the cave. That wasn't cleared
Yeah,
out.
but then one of the party came back and did an official report saying that they made a mistake on the original report and that they had finished up the story, the cave.
Was that Doug?
And he'll like look through his notes. Yes, it was Doug. Doug came back like a day or two after and was like, "Hey, we made a mistake." And he did the report. And he shows you the report signed by Doug, effectively correcting the whole like the cave is still not safe. Bring more people.
So two
so
members of the party tell you it's not safe. And the one that stayed outside the entire time and probably never set foot in the cave tells you it's safe.
Wait, he stayed outside the whole time?
Yeah.
He's silly. He thought they were dragons.
Dragon? Wait,
no.
wait.
I put my hand on this guy's shoulder. I put my hand on this guy's shoulder. Like, I'm gonna hold you when I say this. You should never take any correction from Doug.
But like he's an
Why
adventurer.
did
He passed the guild exam. What? Oh wait, are you saying that he lied on this official form?
yes. Yes, he did. So we have gathered that the entire cave is not cleared out, that there's more to that cave, that the spiders are also massive. And look me in the eyes. Get closer. Look me in the eyes. We want to do this. We want to go save these people because we have honor. You should also pull your part of this and show that you have honor and pay us decently for this and give us some gear to do this. Or do you want our blood on your hands?
No, I'm so sorry. I had no clue. I can. So he will now double the pay, as this is not just a surveillance slash rescue mission, but like surveillance rescue with like this known a known quantity that there is something else out there. Um, he cannot give you gear because that takes like time to procure, and this is now like an emergency situation.
Okay. Okay, then instead of gear, I want something else.
What would you like?
If something were to happen to Doug, you don't look into it.
Give me persuasion, presence, and I will say +1 enhancement because this is all a shock to this guy. It's like, what? I trust.
Wait, I gotta check that is. 1, 2, 3. Three successes again. I love rolling my dice pools. They're actually decent.
uh, you will not verbally confirm, but just a simple
Like
nod.
the squeeze on the shoulder.
Mhm.
Trust me, buddy.
Simple nod. All right. As you're talking, you hear a very well. Seven hears a very familiar voice. Stop the presses. I have one more thing to drop off to the Adventurers Guild. One more trophy of. Oh, it's my new little friend. A yellow hair, right? I told you I wouldn't forget your name. Would you look at this? This is another trophy of my grand achievement in the cave. You got me thinking. And he pulls out this like what I guess kind of looks like spider thread-ish.
Could I roll to see if Seven recognizes a specific species that spun this silk?
Yes, you can. Da. I would say esoterica intellect.
All right. Dice, if you betray me, we will be having words. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they did not betray me. That is 4 successes as Seven just locks in with clarity that is always unsettling.
Right. That's not spider silk.
Face just drops. Where get this?
I got it outside while I was inside as I was battling the spiders. The draconic spiders.
Not spider.
No,
Do
no,
I
this,
know what it is, or do I just know that's not something that a spider would spin?
so you needed 3 to identify. So you do have one more hit. So I will say it looks kind of like thread, very thin thread, or yeah.
Oh, there is no attention to propriety or property ownership. They just snatch it out of his hands and they're just looking at it.
See,
Look,
another adventurer inspired by the greatness that is Doug.
no, look, not, not silk, spun, or not spun. The word, brain, hold up. They pull their rock, their ear to kit for a moment. Corded, like really thin fabric, like thread. Not silk, not spider, something else.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is clearly the inflamed silk of the draconic spider that I saved. I had it in my attic that I was just kind of like saving, but I figure I should give it to the Adventurers Guild for another payday. And the clerk now looking very upset, as you can tell.
Can I take a look at this?
Just holds it up for him.
So he'll take it. He's gonna investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
because he knows Doug and has had to deal with Doug before. Um, I feel composure is an appropriate attribute to roll on this.
That makes sense.
So composure, and you said the original one was esoterica, or would
Yeah.
survival, knowing what kind of threads might be used in place of spider silk, or
Yeah, give
so
me
we're
yeah, we'll do survival.
okay. I don't know why I asked to have the same number of dots in both of them.
The intent.
Tres.
With a survival roll, this reminds you more of string. Like you can see people like tying off like making like tourniquets out of it. Like it is a string on a spool that you could more so than like any sort of like spider silk. High quality string, like it's borderline see-through and like very, very thin, but this is a piece of string.
Probably used in selling together like armor or something. So he's going to take off his armor and kind of show one of the threads we're sewn together. It's the same thing. This is not silk. This is thread. Were you in the Craftsman's Guild hall attic instead of your attic, taking through stuff, trying to pass off?
No, I got that from the cave.
The only way that you got that from the cave is if one of the other adventurers that you went with dropped it, and while you were sitting around twiddling your thumbs.
You know, I can't deal with this. I shall be back uh when you are not
When?
busy.
When? Oh,
And then he will turn around and walk out.
I budgeted with the others. Look, I don't like violence. However, I have this. No, I think Doug thinks that he does it to people in a different way, but he has awakened an urge in me.
He certainly inspired something.
Hmm. Kevin's just getting that look again of thinking, but just puts it aside. Need to go to cave. Need to find the cave. In the cave. Real cave.
Real
Not
cave.
front cave. Real cave.
Quick question for our story guide. Does turning Doug away so that he doesn't join the party count as rescuing someone from lethal peril? Because if Doug came,
It is your
somebody's
momentum
gonna die.
generator, isn't it? You know what? I'm gonna say yes. You get a momentum. You're up to 4.
All right.
Because yes, somebody would have died if he was there.
Probably him.
Yep.
I would have loved to use him as a meat shield, honestly. Because then he would be useful for once.
Big, but too slow. Not stretchy. Not good shield. Mm-mm.
That's not what I. Let's go to the cave.
The rocks.
Yes, all the rocks you ever wanted, Seven.
Before you leave, the clerk is going to hand you a map. This is the map to the cave. It is well charted. It's still the world below. You might run into things, but it shouldn't be anything that's super dangerous, at least until you get the cave. Now that I know that there are things there, I am so sorry to have to ask this of you. We were misled, and I guarantee you that will not be happening again. Now, if you excuse me, I need to go review our application process and remove one adventurer
It,
from our guild.
looking over the map, can I see the spot where I was told that there was something behind the crystal that they didn't get through? So we can kind of pinpoint where the hole in the cave is, or where there may be more than one.
No, the map only lets you traverse the caverns to get to the cave. They don't
Okay.
really have a map of the cavern, the cave itself. However, as you've been told that the cave is like was under their assumption a one room, just there are crystals here.
Okay. All right.
Hmm.
I don't imagine we need everybody's got is suitably supplied for this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So you take off, and the first 5 hours and 45 minutes are fairly uneventful. I will have each of you roll a survival check with an attribute of your choice. Um, just so you can like as you're maneuvering through this still dangerous but like at least scouted world.
Wow.
Okay, we got 1 success by Trillin, 2 by 7.
Hold on, I gotta see if there's a failure. What the failure thing is in this game.
Oh no.
The failure thing.
Failure in transport character. No.
The failure just got kicked out of the Adventurers Guilds. I thought you were done with
So
that.
we're done. So I'm gonna.
Hey.
There we go. Rolling the dice. Blah 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 blah. Target number 8.
8. Yeah.
Is there a botch mechanic? Disaster. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, that just says does not overcome enough hits to overcome the difficulty, but chooses to allow any complications that occur. There is not anything in the rules that says there's a equivalent of a botch. So
Nope.
yeah, no, I do not botch. I just fail.
Okay, so you can use. Actually, there is no complication here. You just take 1 damage condition as a cave-in happens on your way there. Everyone else is able to escape, but it just kind of hits you. It doesn't destroy your armor, but you just take 1 damage.
No, fucker.
You
Stupid
make your
rock.
way as the cavern opens up, and you see this wooden plank bridge kind of constructed, and it goes across this uh, crevasse. And on the other side, if you just like make your way down, you can see there is a cavern opening that is like glowing blue. You assume that is the crystal cavern. So you just need to make your way across this bridge, down, and you have made it to the crystal cavern.
How far is the bridge?
D 50 feet? 100 feet, actually. 100 feet and or
And how deep?
30 meters.
Thank
How,
you.
and how deep is this? Is this like a small fissure that we can kind of?
No, it is down, like down, down. Like if you fall, well, that was fun. We're not gonna see you again.
Imagine we have torches to light the way. We may have spare torches.
Yep.
I'm gonna light a spare torch. Let it go for a little bit so it's burning, reasonably well,
Mm-hmm.
and drop it to watch how far it falls down to see if there's anything else kind of laid up.
Like anything on the walls, or like just how far it takes to drop.
Like, is it a straight drop? Is there water at the bottom? Because if it falls too far, if it falls and then it sizzles out because there's water down there, or
Right.
if it's not a straight fall and it starts bouncing off the walls at some point,
Gotcha. What
or
you're
if there's
able to,
some ravenous bird nest that it falls into somehow.
what you're able to see is that it does fall straight. Um, you don't see it fizzle out. It just falls far enough so that the light can no longer reach your eyes.
Lovely. So if anybody falls in, we'll hear them scream. Well, they'll stop screaming because we can't hear them anymore, not
Yes.
because they actually hit the bottom. Good to know. I'll make sure the rest of the party is aware of the endless hole.
Thank you for the encouraging words, Sans.
I mean, I didn't see anything that was going to climb up it while we're crossing the bridge, so we got that going for us.
Ooh, actually,
God damn it.
Cats.
survival composure, please.
That is 3 successes.
There is this very weird substance on the bridge. Looks kind of like strawberry jam, but it's not covering the bridge. It's almost like, yeah, kind of covering the bridge.
Hmm. That's. Hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna call
If
I'm gonna call Animal again.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a new scene, my little animal helper would have disappeared.
Now, because we are like deep farther away from composure, there is one complication.
Okay.
And the difficulty is 1, as most sorceries are.
Yep. I got 2, so I buy off a
Okay.
complication, and a little pest-like animal appears.
Mm-hmm.
Let's Viewers and mundane enemies, no particular traits to stand out, make them exceptional, really a challenge, blah, 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 blah. So, imagine a little, maybe a little bat thing or something like that.
Okay.
Deep in the cavern. Gonna have it fly out and get a sample of this jam thingy.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I also check it?
Yeah. Uh, Give me an enigmas.
I don't like that I have to roll that.
Enigmas cunning. Or medicine cunning. I could see medicine work.
Okay,
That's worse.
that's better.
For mechanics, yes. For implications, no.
The bat brings back like a scoop of it like deeper on the bridge and like flies back. So you have a sample of this like strawberry jam material.
Okay. The
2
bat
for Trilla.
seems. How does the bat seem as it returns?
Fine.
All right. So if it's poisonous, is at least not poisonous to bats.
But Trillin, you like take a scoop, or you like look at it and like look at the like texture, and you've actually seen this before. You've used it in what is your calling? Forest Adder. Yeah, you've used this in as an ingredient in some of the medicines that you've like administered. It's a type of ooze.
Uh-huh.
So
Continue.
1, it's probably like pretty slick, so careful crossing.
Uh-huh.
2, there may or may not be a ooze nearby.
The burden of knowledge is heavy to bear. I have good news and I have bad news. The
Okay.
good news is this is not toxic. I've used it before. It's fine. The bad news is it's slippery as shit, and also it comes from an ooze, which means that there might be one of those nearby.
There's no
Hmm.
ooze tracks leading up to the bridge on our side of the bridge.
No, there are, but like because like the one you're like in dirt and two like it was fairly a wide place to walk around, you hadn't like necessarily walked up to it. But like when you get to like up to the bridge, you do see coming from like the side of the cavern, ooze came up and then started crossing the bridge.
Can I
Hmm.
make some sort of survival roll to see if if it crossed the bridge from our side to that side or that side to our side?
Ooh. You know what? Yeah, survival cunning. Let's see if you can figure that one out.
One success. Hit. One hit.
You want to hit? Yeah, you're not exactly sure, but you do get a momentum.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
As they're piecing that together, Kevin's going to take their bludgeon, not to break the bridge, but they're going to tap on the very first step to
Mm-hmm.
see if that attracts anything. Because if they're going to be in a fight, they want to do it on solid ground, not above Hell Pit from Nightmare.
Probably smart. Um, you tap, and there doesn't seem to be anything on the bridge. And unfortunately, because it's like a lattice bridge, your tapping definitely like affects that like one plank of wood. The shaking of the ropes likely affects like 10 or 20 down past that. Unless you like somehow shake the entirety of the bridge, you probably won't shake the ooze if there is a ooze on the bridge.
Hmm.
I'm going to take my torch,
Huh.
give it to the bat, and have the bat fly to the other side of the cavern of
Mm-hmm.
the so it's on the other side of the bridge, so we have a light on the other side of the bridge to follow and can see if anything is going down on that side of the bridge.
So
If the
because y'all have been like very focused on this, the bat flies over. You don't see anything, and until you start to walk and you look underneath the bridge, and there does seem to be an ooze just kind of like clinging underneath the bridge.
Is it making a move towards us?
Towards you all, no. It almost looks like it's hiding from the light.
The moment that becomes known, I would like to use a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ST, I'm not going to pretend that I am an expert at this system. So if I am missing on some key details for this, please let me know. But I would like to use one of my syntheses.
Ooh, please do.
As an elementalist, I would like to use Spark, which once per session, your hands are applied with. Hold up, no. Your hand applies the flaming tag to close combat actions, and I also believe it just means I set my paws on fire.
Yep.
Is there a specific role for activation, or is it just
I am under the assumption that that is part of your. That's part of who you are. That is a one per session thing. You can just do it.
wait, yeah, I thought that too, and then just clap their hands together and their paws just light up like little campfires. Wait, how am I gonna hold the tail? I can scare it off.
Since when can you do that?
How else do you think I set fires?
Tinderbox.
Too slow, too boring. I lead.
All right.
And uh the partially flaming rodent will hold onto the bridge of their tail and use their fiery paws to scare this thing away from trying to do anything.
Okay. So then here's what I will need from you all. I'm going to say because you are leading, and you're going to like be using your fire and the light cloud of the fire to scare it away, the ooze will be too afraid to ambush you all. However, you're still like walking on a somewhat rickety bridge over an unending abyss. So I am going to need, I would say, athletics, dexterity. However, if you can make a case for anything else, I am very open. You all are experienced adventurers, so you have multiple ways that you traverse these lands.
I jump on Seven's shoulders and I use pilot. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, that's probably up Seven's wheelhouse, so that's how they will roll it.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do the stretching necessary to get anything with better dice pools. It's the only other thing I have that would give me more. Oh,
I don't like the sound that you made.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
hold on.
One. Okay, one is what you needed. Three. Very easily done, Seven. Zans. How's it going there?
I don't
Just
like
use-
the silence.
So-
This is yeah.
Yeah.
So this was
If I
to,
stay-
to navigate.
Essentially cross without like slipping on what amounts to like just black ice.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're pausing because you got
I am
like
going.
10.
I would like to spend a point of momentum
Mm-hmm.
to. Actually, no, that wouldn't work because that would just give me an enhancement. Well, I would like to spend a point of momentum that gives a. That has he has a climbing gear with him as a hunter,
Mm-hmm.
which he can equip, which gives him an extra die on adventurer type like climbing and
I like
scaling
it.
things.
Just use manipulation and gaslight yourself into thinking that you're good at this.
I'm
So he had some like climbing cleats that he could slip onto his boots. Gives him a little extra grip, and it gives enough dice. That extra dice rolls an 8, so he gets a success.
Beautiful. And so you're all able to go across. You both do look back and see Zan's kind of like slip for a little bit, but like he catches himself. Luckily, those like that grip on his shoes really came in clutch. And you cross with the ooze kind of like hiding from the flame from the bat as well as the flame from Seven's flaming paws.
They just look at the fire as if it's such a thing. Thank you. Puts it out.
Okay. You make your way down, and you are now on the outskirts of the Crystal Caverns.
This is still
Seven,
part of
keep
the
it
same
together.
scene, and the bat is still with us. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna Zane's is gonna have the bat kind of like fly ahead, scout out, come back and report before we enter.
Okay. Uh, mhm.
Make sure the room is clear.
Bat goes in, comes back. Does not seem to be any enemies.
All right. It seems to be clear. And we'll kind of until the bat dissipates when the scene ends.
Mm-hmm.
We'll or until it takes a point of damage because it'll die. We can use that as a little mini scout.
I pull out my cannery to take a look at the little guy. How's he doing?
Doing okay so far.
I feed him a little crumb.
Jumps over and like starts nibbling at it.
Please stay
Hmm.
alive.
I will.
Not you. I mean, also you.
Oh.
Also you, Seven, please.
So do we go in?
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Is there?
yeah.
I mean, is there any? We go into the crystal cave. Is there anything worth checking out? That we should particularly pay attention to?
Hmm.
I would like to light a torch to have some kind of flame and see like if there's a draft from somewhere which would make the crystals warm or cold, as was
Mhm.
told by Doug. I hate having to actually take his word for anything. I want to see if like the flame like stays like upright, or if it like if a breeze would manipulate it that I cannot feel because I'm heavily clothed, but that it would affect the fire.
Okay. So Trillin has that flame going. There is the bat. As you walk in, you see a fairly small cavern, with what are like 4 or 5 pockets of crystals remaining. Um, Trillin, there does seem to be a breeze blowing through from the back of this cavern to the entrance where you all were. A light breeze, but a breeze nonetheless.
Like looks at torch.
You also
There.
see 2 dead miners.
Oh.
Also that. Right. Give me a second. I'm gonna do a thing, if that's okay with the rest.
Yeah, dude.
Hit it.
I go to one of the dead miners
Mhm.
and I will use one of my things that you sent me, which is Dead Eyes. It's one of my sorceries. And I will look into the eyes of a dead creature. I can see the final moments the corpse witnessed before death. Only visual. Doesn't work on people without eyes. Please tell me
Yeah.
this miner has eyes.
Luckily, this miner still does have eyes.
Okay.
So you will make that skill roll, as said by the thing. The difficulty is 1. There is a complication of 2, as being around all of these crystals, the chaos is swirling just a little bit more.
Okay, that is empathy, composure. 2 successes, which
Uh,
only buys off my complication.
so you can buy the complication, or you can like cast a spell, and then there will be just like a little bit of chaotic backlash, which could be good. Literally, it is chaos. Like,
Don't tempt me, Chaz. Don't. I know what you're up to.
I would never tempt you, but also it could be fun things.
Do it for
Fine.
7.
Fine.
Do it for the rat that's obsessed with chaos.
Fine.
Okay. Let's
I will
see.
regret this.
So, first, the eye. For the dead eyes, as your eyes glow this like dark purple, you inhabit this person's body or their mind, their vision, right before they die. And you see something that you may or may not have expected. You see your friend, your adventuring partner, Luck. Uh, and you see Luck in the back of the cave throw his pet rock at this person, charge in and stab this person with his dagger. And this person like looks down at like the wound and starts like grabbing at their neck as if like there's something like tangled around it. as they slowly lose consciousness. And as they fall to the ground, Luck walks into the back of the cavern behind a set of crystals.
Okay, now the chaos.
19? That's great.
Press X to doubt.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Oh, this has just jumped to one of my favorite systems ever.
I don't like it when you say that, Chaz.
The chaos energy starts swirling. Who would be like in the back of the group? Kind of like close to the entrance.
So I think Zane's would have been close to where the hole was that whatever was behind the crystals, the hole that they eventually dug out of the crystals.
Mhm.
He'd be there, kind of standing guard for something coming into at them.
Gotcha. Which means 7. You will be the closest
Yeah.
to the back. So you
Yeah.
hear some like chittering, and you look back, and you remember that like one ooze that was you were like dealing with?
Uh-huh.
You see a swarm of oozes just like kind of like going up the side of the uh cavern on the opposite end. They start swarming up and they start crossing the bridge.
So it just takes one look. Through the hole, please. Like there is no hesitation. They are trying to grab at Trillin. The others just trying to like
Oh,
in the hole, in the hole, in the hole, in the hole.
are we all are we fighting? Are we just
I'm looking at my items to see what I can lob at these motherfuckers. But still go through the hole. It will just
right?
be like, eh.
Get something
like-
to the toss.
like mocktail of valiant fleeing. No, Molotov cocktail, not mocktail. Jesus, I know how to English, I swear.
So what is there that? I mean, running deeper into the cave is not going to stop them from following us deeper into the cave. Am I correct on this?
Survival cutting. I use survival cunning a lot. Let's mix it up. Survival composure, right? A horde of ooze are coming at you. Can you like stay composed?
Possibly. How many successes? How many hits do I need?
2.
I got 2, so that works out.
Excellent. It will, in the sense that swarms are affected by chaos energies just like anyone else. Uh, Very rarely do swarms pass places where there is like heightened chaos. This place being a center of all these crystals, they might come in, but the chance of them coming through is very low.
And to our knowledge, this is the only way out, is to come back through here and cross the bridge. So if we don't deal with them now, we're going to deal with them on the way out?
Not necessarily. Swarms of oozes or like larger creatures are also like unnatural and tend to only stay together for a few hours max. You might have to wait them out, but
Okay.
this could be a place to do it.
All right.
Or you could fight them, which is you definitely can defeat them. Very unlikely you defeat them without taking any damage, and you might lose a friend or two in the process.
Gonna pick up the two bodies,
Hmm.
and kind of use them to block the hole after us as we go through it.
Okay. Pick up the 2 bodies and get like a human barrier.
Yeah, a little one.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily gonna stop them, but it's giving them a little snacky snack to
On
maybe
their way.
ease their hunger so that they stop coming.
Okay. So you can do that no problem. and you make your way through this little, like, effectively a tunnel at this point. And as you walk the like 40 feet, the tunnel opens up to this sprawling cavern with what looks to be some sort of like grand university. There's like an architecture, and there are like spires and buildings and a central plaza. And as you look down at the central plaza, you can swear you see Deidre slithering into one of the doors. I think we're about halfway through our time, so I think this is a great time to take a little 5-10 minute break, get hydrated to come back for the second half. Thank y'all for joining us. Hope to see y'all soon. And welcome back to the world below. The adventurers have gotten through Doug's bullshit and made their way to this crystal cavern. And thanks to the luck of the draw by a chaotic retribution, uh, have been almost forced into this like deeper cavern that revealed itself to be this large seeming university type series of buildings. And as we left, we could have sworn we saw Deidre, one of our adventuring friends, slithering into one of the buildings in the distance.
I imagine chaos energy is swirling around in the world below, and there
Yes.
is some way of getting a judge or getting a sense of what's going on as far as the level of chaos. Is there a mechanic for a vibe check of the?
I don't know if there's a mechanic for a vibe check. I will say that you all can just feel that the chaos surrounding, feeling around here, feels very similar to the chaos surrounding the crystal cavern. So it's a
Hmm.
moderate level of chaos in this area.
Okay. Can I do maybe like an esoterica and cunning roll to get a sense if this is if there is malignant chaos or if it is active angry chaos?
The storyteller will need more information in the sense that like chaos is just chaos. Like
So
they're
is there um, if we saw one of the people that were supposed to be guarding the miners going into a building within the university, is there some sort of like mind control or something at work where they would have abandoned the party to be brought into
right.
this?
I will say you probably can't vibe that out in that like you just feel that like heavy chaos and like someone could take that chaos and use it for mind control, but someone could also take the chaos and use it for like healing.
Okay.
S-
Are we kind of like on a ground
Right.
level, or are we on like
You're like up looking down.
a
There does seem to be a rudimentary path that you could just like walk down without having to make any rolls. And it'll take you down a good, I don't know, 60 feet or 20 me like 18-ish 20 meters down.
are there any guards that we would need to watch out for?
There aren't guards, but you do see humanoid figures going in between the buildings. Shambling in between the buildings, more like.
All right.
Hmm. I'm not seeing wrong, right? Buildings,
No, no,
Correct.
weirds.
you're seeing that, yeah. I'm seeing that.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
And see Deirdre as well.
Yep.
Oh no.
I need to find Luke. I really need to find.
All good? What wrong?
What did you see?
But sorry, I got overwhelmed by ooze. Um. So it was Luke, right? That did the stabberoni or storyteller.
Hmm?
um. What I saw in the vision. Who did the stabberonis into the dead guy?
Luck.
Yeah. Look. Um. My sibling, look, stabbed this person that I was looking at, and then went back to where we are now, like back to the hole.
That doesn't
It's
sound like them.
concerning. Yes.
Huh. Need to find them. Need to find the others before. I don't like this place. Makes fur itchy.
Did you check for lice?
No, just a tick. They just straight up eat it as if there's nothing wrong with that.
Pats.
No.
At least there are certainties in life.
Imagine this is a new scene, so I need a new animal companion.
Yeah. Difficulty 1, 2 complication.
Hey, please roll a dinosaur so we can trash this place.
I do not have the dice pool to roll a dinosaur, even if there wasn't the complications. So that is just a regular failure, and we're not taking the complications.
Okay.
Because you have to succeed for the complications to come into effect.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, nothing comes. Yeah, the magic, the chaos is messing with my mojo.
Well, we find them ourselves, and so it just immediately starts going for the path to start going down to the buildings.
Okay.
Wait a second, and I follow.
Just hold. See, just look at how the people are moving, and he's going to point out how the people aren't walking normally; that they're kind of shambling.
Mm-hmm.
Walk that way.
If you are choosing to shamble, please give me any social attributes. So it could be presence, it could be manipulation, it could be composure, and your choice of persuasion or culture.
I like this guy's pool.
I actually have culture. Look, we finally have culture.
We finally got our culture.
Dose.
Those, okay.
Oh no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Holy crap.
I rolled 2 10s.
I got nothing, Captain. I got nothing for you.
Can I spend my remaining hits to kind of help Seven with the shambling?
Yeah, you are like, it's like you have been doing this every night before you go to sleep, and you look down to Seven, and Seven is not shambling at all. And so you just kind of like pick up Seven and start like showing them how to shamble. So that you're
shambling.
It looks like they're trying to like do a jig for a moment.
And so you're able to make it down to the courtyard as you see these like fungal creatures shambling, each with books in their hands, going to
Fungal.
different buildings. Yes, very obviously fungal in nature.
Yes, I have a thing with fungus.
Ooh.
Don't take that out of context. My cordyceps boyfriend has nothing to do with this. Anyway, because like it really keeps like fungal spores on her for medicine. So I would take it that maybe she knows things about. Excuse me, Mr. Fridge. That she would know things about, if these fungi are fun guys.
Okay, I like that. Roll me medicine. So roll me a medicine cunning roll.
Come on, don't let my luck run out. Come on.
1. So you have heard of the fungal undead. However, there is something that is strange here. Fungal undead are known to have like a hive mind, so they certainly don't have these individual kind of characteristics where they seem to be almost role playing attending school. But with one hit, that's the only information you have.
Yeah, so these are like keywords fungal undead.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are like just like these are bodies that have been taken over by fungus.
Hmm.
Basically, again, shambling around. Okay. Great.
Hmm.
7, 7.
Hmm?
What you thinking?
Since these are undead,
Undead, but not dead dead?
should be dead or not dead.
Hmm. But why? And they just gesture to the buildings like vaguely. Why this here?
For once, I've got as much a clue as you have.
But I don't have any clues.
Exactly.
Are there any like dropped fungal spores on the ground?
Yeah, probably.
Well, if these things have fungal spores on them, do we need to put fungals on us to kind of blend in with them?
They don't seem to be noticing you now. The way you're moving about likely is helping.
Okay.
They have not like turned, made notice.
Now I guess we'll just keep shambling along is and holding up and keeping up the skies. Um, are they all? Is there a particular building that they're going to, or is it just various buildings that they're just like whatever building
Various
we can find?
buildings.
Various buildings.
You did see Deidre go into the kind of like northwest building. Um, it is this like kind of has like a old timey clock tower building.
I guess the building Deidre went to is might as well be. I don't got a better guess at which one to go to first.
Hmm. If Deidre and luck with miners, maybe they stay close to them, even when undead?
Well, either like they also stabbed a miner.
That makes me sad. But still need to find them.
We do it because I want an explanation.
Yeah, I mean I ain't got a better idea. So
Off to shambling to class with our snake friend we go.
Okay.
Like
You
7,
enter.
sometimes walking a bit too fast.
Like probably having to grab their tail and just like keep them held in place for a moment to keep them from going off too far.
As you shamble into the first of the clock tower, you see a library.
is Deidre obviously noticeable anywhere in this library?
Obviously noticeable. How deep are you going into the library?
I mean, just from the entrance.
No. Can I see Deidre from the entrance?
And is this library organized in any sort of recognizable system that we would?
So at first glance, it doesn't seem to be like it's not alphabetical. It doesn't seem to be the Dewey Decimal. Uh, there just seems to be books spread around about.
Hmm.
Would maybe esoterica in something be able to pick out a pattern and
Yeah, esoterica, cunning, or esoterica and intellect.
all right. Let's see if we can come up with anything. One hit.
One.
Yep.
Uh, the only pattern you can discern is that this may not even be like the, university, for lack of better words, library. This might be like the arts library because it's just art stuff here. There's like theater stuff. There's stuff about mimes. There's stuff about like puppetry. There's stuff about like painting. There's stuff about music.
Hmm. I'm having a tickle of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I currently have with Deidre a level one bond. Would that be enough for me to know if she was going to go to any type of library, what she would be interested, or they, I don't know their pronouns. Character probably does, but know what they would be interested in reading and see if that would be here.
Let's see. Mm, That would be enough. Deja would likely be doing something more religious. Uh, Not that they're against art, but that's just not the go-to.
Hmm. Need find library about gods and things.
Okay. So Deidre, as she
But
became religious, found in exploring temples, found some special gemstones that she liked. Is there a section on gems in this library?
I mean, not from what you can see, but this is just the first floor, and this cloud tower looks to be like 5 floors minimum. Like you could like go higher up.
Well, let's see what we can find out.
I'm
Okay.
assuming we're going to the next floor.
Yeah, I don't think she's on this floor. I think we have to go up.
Oh, wish she would just come down. Hate going up.
I mean, she doesn't even have legs, and she manages to do it. So
How do you shamble as half of a snake?
Well, Deidre didn't look like they were shambling. The fungal undead do look like they're shambling. Deidre, in fact, now that you ask that, you could give me an esoterica cunning. Yeah.
Thanks for giving me the worst dice pool I have. We can't win them all.
Hey, you never know. You could roll like 2 10s.
Mm-hmm. Believe in the
No,
heart
I
of the
rolled a 2 and a
dice.
5.
is
Okay.
this an everybody roll situation or is this
Yes.
okay?
Oh, amazing.
I just wanted to complain.
That is 4 hits.
Mm.
I got one. So take it away.
So now you're thinking about it, Deidre was not shambling, but was not moving the way they usually moved. It was almost like they were being tugged, like, pulling them.
Physically or like metaphorically?
No, like physically. Snakes like slither, but it looked like it was like a slither stop. Slither stop.
Oh no. Hmm.
What are the floors in the library?
What are the floors?
Yeah, are they like wood floors? Or are they like just dirt floors? Like, is there carpet?
Stone.
Huh? Stone?
Uh, the bottom floor is wood, but like the floors above are stone. It's like built into the stone wall.
Okay. And outside was it dirt?
It did seem like it was dirt-ish, but like it was done. It wasn't hasn't been upkept, and so now it's just like a thin layer of dirt on stone.
Okay. So then, if she's slithering through and being dragged at some point, there might be a trail to follow.
Okay, yeah. You look for a trail. You do see it going to the back of the library, and then looks like up the stairs.
I don't follow the trail up the stairs. I imagine it runs cold as we go up the stairs, but at least we have some idea of where she went.
A heading, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you go up the stairs and you enter what looks to be a study room with fungal undead sitting at tables with books upside down, turned sideways. But at the end of this study room, lit by those like blue crystals, you do see Luck and Deidre kind of face down on a table.
I go to my sibling, shambling slightly faster and alarmed than before.
You are give me a composure empathy roll to see if you can see something important.
Oh no, there's something important.
A little bit.
Oh no. Composure?
Yeah.
Right, okay. It's not the worst dice pool.
I mean, imagine that they're not face down because there's some nose candy on the table.
I
Sadly, no.
wish. Just no wonder they're such fun guys. I wish I got momentum for puns.
Momentum for what?
Only they came
Puns.
from.
I really need to play that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, unfortunately, you don't see it.
It's three success. It's three
Oh,
hits.
three hits.
It's
I'm sorry.
three hits.
You absolutely see it. There is a kind of line like right here on Luck's neck and also right here. And as you're looking around, there's also like lines like right here, and there's like a ball where Luck's elbow used to be. And with three heads, because it was two to get that, you also see this very thin string right here on Luck's hand.
So he did get it from the cave. I hate having to trust
He
Doug.
wasn't lying.
I try to, as calmly as I can, with 5 dots in composure,
Mhm.
relay this to the rest of my team. Ball jointed elbows, strings. Like, and probably they might see it better when I point out that there's strings, like maybe
Yep.
that the light's playing into it. Like, once you see it, you see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are the strings apparently attached to anything?
They go all the way back down the stairs.
Hmm.
So like the strings. So like if I step to the right, I can step on the strings.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they're okay? Are there strings on both sides, or are they all the strings together?
They mostly kind of like they're not like that's like neatly together, but like they all kind of converge at the stairs.
Are they? Is there tension on them?
Not really, no.
So they're not really being used, they're just like chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Uh,
they're face out on the table, huh?
Mhm.
uh, um, hmm. Hey, ST, what's the role to suss out if this is a trap?
I would go a survival cunning feels like a very is this a trap role.
All right. No, I don't want to use that yet. We'll see if we could just get this off the cuff because, we're such a smart little rat. We know when there are traps. Apparently we are, because that's 3 out of 3 hits.
There we go. Um, is this a trap? Probably not. Traps you have intention of like stopping people or like this does seem to be dangerous though. If nothing else, you are like 100% sure that not only do the Deidre and Luck like not have control of their body, like you're not sure if they'll ever get control of their bodies again. Whoever controls these strings has control of their bodies. Also with 3 heads, you're pretty sure that like while they are likely being used as puppets, it's not the same physics as like puppets use. Like it probably doesn't even need taught. It just like channels magic to control them.
Oh, I hate that. Uh, they're
Are
like shambling and grabbing on the other two to relay this information.
are the strings just control like if the strings were to be can we get an idea of what happens if the strings get severed?
So it's a good. You feel confident that if you sever the strings, they would not be controlled. Things that you would need to roll for are one, does this mean these two die when you sever the strings? Two, how hard are these strings to sever?
Yeah, let's see. Why are they going to die if we sever the strings?
That would be, do we have a call? We don't have a call. Esoterica.
Esoterica and
Intellect and or cunning. Well, I guess not
and
and.
and or cunning. Okay, or cunning. 2 hits.
2 hits. If there is some sort of like controlling of the body, there is chaos magic that allowed to do that by like controlling the soul, which usually almost puts it in like a lich territory where like you remove their soul from their body and just use it as a vessel. Where so, which means like the soul would be like wherever the strings are, like powering this control. If it is that, then if you sever the strings, soul can't get back, people dead. But
So
if that's also because you got 2 hits, if that's what you're dealing with, then you're not dealing with just like fungal undead who just so happen to be at a weird university, but someone who is controlling all of this to like play out their.
so uh, I'm gonna vote for that we go find to where the strings lead to. Seems reasonable. Seems like okay.
Hmm. Not safe till we know who controls.
I'm just gonna roll a thing. Don't mind me.
We are all minding you.
Uh, 7. No, Trillin, you're the closest, correct?
Yes.
So as you all are like discussing what to do, Lux's head just kind of snaps and takes his arm and just puts it down and he pushes himself up and slowly turns in your direction and just looks at you.
Is there tension on the strings?
There is no tension on the strings, but he is moving as if he is a puppet.
Yeah, but so are we. Kind of.
Yeah.
Like, is my sibling that smart?
Let me see. How smart are you, Luck? You are. I mean, luck is not dumb.
Well, by your metrics, maybe.
Yeah. Actually, no. Luck is like incredibly cunning. Like theoretically,
Yeah.
you could see luck like being, oh, that's my friends, that's my sibling. Let me just do what they're doing because they have a reason. You could see that. However, the way luck is looking to you in your eyes, there is no soul behind those eyes.
Okay. Okay.
You also see Deja like flop back over the chair, spine like clacking as she snaps up and looks in your direction.
That's not good for their joints. Um,
Time to go, time to go, time to go, time to go, time to
mhm.
go.
Are we heading out?
I mean, we got to figure out where the strings go, or we get the fuck out and just blow up the mine cavern. One of the two.
Yeah.
Can we?
Unfortunately, Seven does like both these people because they make up 2 out of 3 of the bonds on their sheet, so they would be very upset if we did that.
Yeah,
And
and also that's my sibling.
so we find out who's pulling the strings. Well, I mean, this is a conversation that we have to have while moving because whoever
Hmm.
is pulling the strings can see us and knows that we are there, knows that they don't have control of us, and we need to get out of their line of vision. So we'll get out of the room and close the door to give a momentary break from direct contact with this whoever's pulling the strings.
Okay. The way we're moving now, are we shambling quickly or are we just like, fuck it, let's just go?
Seven's still trying to shamble, and they're talking as they're going very quietly.
Okay.
Why need puppet strings for them but not others?
That means that the puppet strings have direct control, but the ones without the strings have an indirect control over. They take
Also,
orders, but they can't see through their eyes.
yeah, I also don't really like none of the fungal undead I think had ball joints, and those two had, so I just think we're dealing with two types of beings.
Is there anything
Mushroom
that we can
people.
do to lock the door behind us to give us some more time?
Locking the door from the outside, the only thing I can think of is like,
I mean,
I mean,
this
Capra.
is not the U.S. where buildings are built with fire codes that you have to be able to kick the door in from the outside. So if they're gonna be like pulling, they're gonna have to pull on the door. So if there's something that can wedge the door closed so that they can't.
Yeah, you could bring one of the bookshelves.
Sure. I'm assuming it's might and something.
Yeah, might and athletics.
Just shamble, bump into it accidentally.
2 hits.
All right, you're able to like get a bookshelf over and just kind of like block the doorway as you all make it outside of this clock tower.
Hmm.
Can we follow the strings?
Yes, now that you've seen it, you can pick it up and just like just literally follow it to this like central building.
Shambling towards the strings. Making note of any new string packets that we, if there's any other strings that we pick up on our path along the way.
Okay. You don't see anything new. You just see this like packet of strings to your friends. But you make your way to this central building, and the strings go up the stairs to an office in the back.
Hmm. Hmm. I can't do that just yet. Is there anyone else like in this area besides the shambling undead or shambling undead? Wow, the fungal undead. Like, have we seen any new potential hostile? Or is it just all mushroom people?
All mushroom people except for your two buddies.
Hmm.
And the strings don't indicate that there's anybody else being controlled, at least not anyone else being controlled by the strings in this room. That,
Correct.
so if there are other people being controlled by strings, they're being controlled somewhere else.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Fight or get creative? And they just look to the other two for guidance.
I mean,
Please tell me what your creative thing is before you will do it.
If strings if strings made well chaos, could stop them, but don't know what it would do to friends. But if we fight, we may have to fight friends. Or person holding strings leaves office.
here's what I'm thinking. Is that whoever holds the strings is controlling them saw what they saw and knows that we are here. The longer before we confront this person, the more time they have to gather and call in resources to back them up. Now, we can try to reason with this person, but we don't know if they're going to be calling for more backup while we're trying to reason and just flip the script on us and wait till it's got numbers on us. We fight our way against, we go in and fight one, or we go in and try to talk to one with the possibility of we have to fight however many of these fungal things there are and our friends.
Right?
I
If
don't.
hmm,
Sorry.
we see, we fight if need to. I have chaos have thing can do. Maybe. Yes. No. Not apocalypse. Not end. Just small end.
Yes, yes. As I see it, there is no good plans, either selfish plans or foolish plans. And I really don't like being selfish.
All right. Well, pulls out his sword. Let's go talk to someone.
Y'all got a weapon?
You don't? And Seven pulls out their quote carved ruby bludgeon.
um, Question, Chaz, before we enter this place.
Yes.
Um, I've got like these spores on me,
Hmm.
and I have 1 dot in ranged combat. Is there a possibility, if I would have to fight, that I, instead of pocket sands, do pocket fungus? Even though that wouldn't work on fungus people, I can try like the.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
A quick blood. Yeah, I like that.
Or like pick a pebble off the ground or something. I don't know. Like,
Yes.
yep.
You can use your spores as well as any other project thing that you can turn to a projectile. You can just find around and huck it.
Get pebbled, bitch. And I
Yeah.
pick up a few pebbles.
All right. So we're making our way to that office in the back.
Yep.
I'm gonna try talking first, just a little bit.
Okay. So the door opens as you walk through, and you see someone who looks like they were at one point humanoid, but skin is desiccated. Thick, sunken eyes, or I guess not quite eyes anymore. It's just this like glowing blue hue. And on each of their 10 fingers, they have one string as they are pulling and manipulating them. And they say, hold a moment. It takes a while to use a lot of strength with these puppets.
You know,
Good day to you too.
well, do you want to explain why you've made our friends puppets? Maybe we can start there and kind of
I'm giving their life meaning.
your. Okay. Pretend that I went to public school and dropped out in sixth grade, and explain this in terms that we can understand. Because when I don't understand, I get frustrated and rash and angry. And we would probably don't want that. We don't want that, right? It's going to turn to the others. Yeah, no. So,
Okay.
what are you having them do with their life?
1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to look at you and say, hmm, you also seem like you would be an interesting puppet. Stay there. Once I free the puppets, I will give your life meaning as well.
No, no, no. Hold on. Just a second. I think. Hold the phone. Um, I think our lives are perfectly meaningful already.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to
Stop
look
counting.
at you, Trilla, and be like, actually, you all can be very useful. Well, this is a lovely day.
Look, we're not really looking into being that type of useful. We're a different type of useful.
Your whatever you deem to be useful no longer matters.
Why school? Why not temple? Why libraries and not scrolls? No shrines.
I've done the shrine thing before. I find education to be more important.
Ah, yes, because lying down face first on a table is the perfect education you're giving these people.
I agree. I do need more puppets to make this cool.
It seems like you're already like running out of capacity because you clearly can't control them all the time. You do you have the capacity to control these two at the same time already? Because when we found them, there was. Are you sure you need more? Are you sure you can handle more? Can I roll something?
Yes, you can roll something. Uh,
So
give me. Creation, medicine, pilot.
I have a thesis called striking.
Ooh,
I attract attention and gain a social advantage to actions benefiting from my wow.
give me a composure survival roll because of your striking.
And also, I gain an enhancement during diplomatic talks or during trading. I don't know if that's relevant, but anyways,
It, it,
composure.
it is.
Okay, so that's +1 enhancement on that. And I don't know if the wow is a social advantage. Yeah. Composure, survival. That's 7, this guess. I'm so glad I rolled good on this. Holy shit. Never punished. Um, 2 10s, 4 hits.
Ooh. The question was, can this entity handle more? The only way this entity would be able to handle more from your experience being in the world below is if they were something called a well lich. Um, on the bright side, if there was a well here, you would know. And well liches, for the most part, protect well. They stay next to wells that like that well of chaos.
Yeah.
On
I'm
the
just trying
less
to convince this guy that he doesn't need more. He's
right.
and even like, does he even need like two? Like, he's not really doing a good job, clearly.
Well, what you did convince him was that you are better puppet.
The price of success.
Suffering from success, DJ Khaled.
So that does have one like objectively good thing in that he did free Deetra and Luck, and they were on their way. But because you have proven that you are a better puppet, you are smarter, you have this wow factor, you are striking, you are socially adept, you have influence of chaos, you are a much better puppet than these two. And so he will just let those strings go and stand and look towards you.
I'm activating Ominous Strike ahead of time.
Like we're just doing this.
I'm I'm in danger.
Alright.
um, I'm looking through the thingies that I have. Okay, I have. If I have like, if I could target something with a sorcery, can I target myself?
You can, yeah.
Except if it says I was good. Okay, that
Yeah.
this is very good then. Um, I'm gonna go like start backing away
Mhm.
slowly. Like, look, I am not the person you're looking for either. Believe me. I have my own little things that are wrong with me, very wrong with me. I am not really bodily very well. Like, I won't survive long on those little things. Like, my joints are horrible. Even replacing them won't do shit. So
I can
I just say that
fix
with
you.
all. No, you cannot. Some people have tried, and that led to heartbreak. Please do not.
His hand comes up.
I'm
Sort
better.
I'm gonna.
Uh-oh. Hold up. That could be fun.
Oh, oh.
Uh,
I
can
have a
I?
question.
Yes.
Could I roll Esoterica to see if these strings are a form of a chaos attack or a chaos effect?
You won't need to roll. I could say you'll be able to say, or I mean, you know they are at least one. Do you want to know specifically which one they are?
No, I just need to know if a sorcery of mine's about to be
Yes. Yes.
relevant.
Absolutely chaos.
Okay. Um, I have to now decide if I give you the window to do that or not, or maybe this can work both sides. Because I want to go back to my happy place and make a plant cocoon around myself and have y'all fuck off.
I do know we have an ominous strike like in the making.
So Ominous Strike isn't actually it imbues the weapon that I already have drawn
Right.
with magic. It gains the attacks made with this gain the shadow and stunning tags, and I got 3 successes on the roll to activate it, which means additional hits can be purchased melee tricks or you overcome. Additional tricks can also be invested to grant a 1 power advantage when using the weapon at a
Wait,
cost of 2 hits per
you got
degree.
3 hits.
3 hits.
So that means you can either get that extra thing or you can roll on the chaotic retribution die because Omnis Strike is a sorcery, correct?
It is
One of your, what do you call it?
it's
Structured sorceries.
it is a sorcery. So it's not either. If I get it, then I don't buy off the complication of the sorcery and the chaos happens. So I could buy off the complication of the source of the or add to the table.
Yes. Do it.
But whatever the
Chaos.
case, I'm not here. I'm
I'm
not
not.
here anymore. I am in my little happy place, if that is okay. I can be absorbed in a protective shell of vines, tendrils, and fungi.
Is that also a sorcerer?
No.
Damn. Yes, roll it.
I'll roll the check. Using the far side as persuasion and intellect. I
Floral Fortress. That's a cool name.
yeah. Okay. Persuasion and intellect. Help.
So, yeah, no.
2 hits,
2 hits.
which means with this sorcery that I will be invulnerable to all forms of damage for a number of rounds equal to the hits.
Right. So then, if you do like take that because you don't have enough to battle the complication, you can be invulnerable to damage for 2 rounds. But I can roll on the moderate chaotic retribution table,
Yes,
or
you can roll your chaotic retribution table.
yes. Okay. Last time it was super fun for me. Let's see if it's fun for me again.
I don't like it when it's fun for you.
But if it's fun for me, we're all happy, right?
No,
Oh.
no. This is it from type fun, like type 1 fun, it becomes type 2 fun.
Ugh. Okay, this is
Uh,
actually less fun for me. But also,
Careful what I say.
right. Uh, the energy it takes to like cast a spell actually like saps your like hunger. You are deprived. Deprived. The character has not eaten anything or substantial or drank in a long time. All actions suffer a +1 difficulty until this status is resolved, and you just have to eat or drink something.
Sure. Let me check whatever. One of my short-term aspirations is provide food to a hungry person. Check when I finally do.
Just take a bite out of your own like plants.
Like,
I mean,
ooh,
it's fungi. I can consume.
yeah.
Yeah,
how
could be
much?
healthy, could be deadly.
How much was the complication for the chaos that I had to buy off? Was it just one?
Complication is 2.
2. Okay, then yeah, I activate and I buy it off and
Denied.
Oh. All
not
right.
give it any more chaos for the time being.
I feel like this is officially like an initiative. So if you would roll me the higher
Uh-huh.
of athletics and cunning or empathy and dexterity.
Would you believe me if empathy and dexterity is higher and empathy is 0 for me?
I played a character with empathy 5, so I'm get excited when I get empathy rolls, but not anymore.
You know too much.
1, 2, 1. All right. Unfortunately, the puppet master will go first.
But my cocoon.
I feel like the puppet master is going to essentially just unleash a chaotic storm, attempting to deal 1 damage to everyone.
Great.
However, this is not a structured sorcery, but a wild sorcery, which means things might get chaotic.
No, you don't say.
The rocks told me we'd be safe if it got chaotic. They never lie to me.
But oh no.
I don't like that.
Okay, this was actually so. Um, what is your, you may roll defense if you choose. It is your highest resilience attribute. Um, Trillian, you don't need to roll. You're fine.
I don't like it.
No,
I
I
don't
mean,
like
you're
when
in a
you say that.
cocoon. You're
Oh,
you're in
in
your
a
that already
cocoon.
cocoon.
happened before the initiative. Okay, that's why okay, I get
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Highest
was,
resilience.
yes.
we being chillin'.
I feel like this is a waste of getting 3 10s, but I got 3 10s.
Wow.
I
Bro.
got 2 successes.
That's enough. Neither of you take any damage as the chaotic energy swirl around you, but doesn't actually affect you. However, I do have to roll on the thing because I thought it was going to be much more successful than this, and I don't actually have enough successes. Oh, actually, no, because I
Oh.
didn't succeed, so I don't have to roll. You do see the
Yay!
Puppet Master has a tremendous ability to affect chaos, not a lot of ability to control it, as none of you are affected. Trillin, Puppet Master chooses you to go next.
I'm chilling. Do I know what my cocoon is made out of? Because it's the for shits and giggles that I want to do something with my turn, I lick my cocoon to see if the fungus is edible. Because I am hungry.
You can bite into it.
Just like a little.
Yeah, a little chill. Let's say you take this turn, numbing on the inside of your cocoon, and you are no longer deprived.
And is it my short term aspiration of feeding a hungry person?
Yes.
Yay!
There was somebody who was deprived, needed sustenance, and you, through your actions, fed a hungry person. It just so happened that hungry person was you. Right? You
Yes,
can
I'm
choose.
going to pass the initiative on to Zach.
I mean, we're gonna go choppy choppy with the swordy swordy.
All right.
You get back here. That is 4 hits, and I get. I believe I get a. Let me check the what. What does heavy weapon tag mean?
It means you didn't take it off at the store. It means you're a thief.
Heavy weapons are massive weapons that pack a lot of punch. Gain 1 power advantage on attack actions with the weapon. This tag cannot be concealed. What's here? This tag is 2 tags and play. So yeah, I get a 1 power advantage with that.
+2 enhancement. Question: is this an abyssal weapon?
It is not an abyssal weapon. It has but from my activation of the thing, it has the shadow tag and the stunning tag. You may be asking, what does that do? Well, that depends on what their defense is and if I get to buy any tricks.
Their defense is 3.
Their defense is 3, and I do not have any extra. Wait, no. With the enhancement from heavy weapon, I do have. If my math is right, that means I have extra hits left over after beating the defense and
Yes, you
causing
do.
damage. So I can choose to either inflict oculus senses occluded status effect on your target, add a complication level determined by the number of hits you make to hits minor. So I can give a minor complication, or give them the stunned status effect on that.
So which one do you choose?
Give me a moment. Let me find out what status set. There. Let's see. Come on, Control F5. Control F. Come on. Of course, it's the last one that I picked. Character says damage by magical effect. All senses are dulled, making it difficult for them to act normal. Any action that requires senses point of injuries. I'm using senses occluded, um, which means they have a minor complication that they have to buy off. Pretty much doing anything, casting a spell, defending against attack, and if not bought off, they take a risk of injury, miscommunication, falling prone, attacking the wrong person, etc., etc.
Okay.
It lasts for 2 rounds.
Okay. So you put this debuff, this occlusion, on the puppet master. However, you take 1 damage
Okay.
as the abyssal nature of your ominous weapon backfires
Don't
on the.
I do not have abyssal on it.
Oh, you don't.
No, that is something separate. That is a separate synthesis that I can use that once per session that I have not used yet.
Okay. So you have the shadow tag.
Shadow tag, which causes senses occluded. Yes.
Gotcha. So you're able to occlude the puppet master senses as well as inflict 1 damage on it.
Yes. And then I will pass that over to my furry friend, Seven.
Seven's pissed. So we're gonna smack a bitch. They are going to use their Carved Ruby Bludgeon to get in to initiate close combat.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be close combat. Which attribute would you like, dear ST?
I will say you can do close combat dexterity.
Perfect. I'm gonna get gross. I would like to use Chaos Spring.
Ooh, what
A
is?
thesis? Sorry. Uh, a thesis that in exchange for them permanently losing access to the bloodied level of damage on injuries and always starting out at wounded, they can gain a +3 enhancement to any action that they choose for this. So we are going to be using Chaos like a spring-loaded cannon to just absolutely try and destroy this son of a bitch.
Nice.
Rat is angry, and the rocks are telling me that everything is a nail. So that's 5, 8. This is gonna be fine. 2, 3.
We have a momentum from my aspiration. If we have to, or is that how that works? I don't know.
So yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 hits.
Mm-hmm.
What's their defense is 3?
3. You do have 1 extra hit that you can use.
Perfect. I'm gonna be the one to put the stun condition on them with stunning. Let me make sure that I have the hits to do that.
Let me see.
I believe stunning only requires 1, but I will double check real quick. Come on. You know you want to load so badly. Apologies, audience at home. We love when technical issues just crop up for us, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. Stun. Inflict the stun status effect on your target. Requires 1 hit.
All right.
Get smacked.
So the puppet master is stunned, has senses obscured, and has taken 2 damage. 7. Who would you like to go next? It is the top of the round now.
I think. Who would I want to? I kind of want to see what Trilla will do. You know, what you doing in there in the cocoon?
Chill, just chilling. No. I also have kind of no idea what's going on because I am in a cocoon. I just hear what's going on. It's like
Very, very angry rat squeaking.
I am not the closest target to Mr. Puppet Master right now because Seven is in close combat range band.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Or I
both
think we
Okay.
are.
both are.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, I, I don't know. Attack of opportunity. I don't know if that's a thing. Anyway, I have to get out of this sometime. So I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine.
Mhm.
So I dispel my cocoon and I am going to try and step back a range bands.
Would have to roll a movement die had it not been for the stunned action. The stunned
And I
effect.
think that's my turn.
No, you can move. That's reflexive action.
Okay. Then well, I don't think I have the same spores or fungi as like in this building. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna see if I can do some cross contamination and fuck a bitch up and roll for you. XOX up fungi girl.
Give me a dexterity. What is it here? Ranged combat.
I have 1 dot in ranged combat. Hell yeah. I'm gonna use it. I'm going to take a screenshot of this so you guys and gals and non-binary pals know that I am not lying.
I feel like I'm about to see something absolutely disgusting.
Right.
That's 2
Oh,
tenths
nice.
on a 3 dice pool.
That's
Three
what we
dice
need.
deck.
All right. Yep. And you have one extra hit if you want to do any other long ranged combat trick.
I didn't expect to do combat. I have to pull them up. Is anyone in the tricks right now? I need to really ask Tom for his tricks list.
Let me see. Let me see. Range combat. You have destroy objects for 2 hits. Destroy an object in areas such as light cover or barrier. Pin down variable applies a minor complication to the character's next attack. If they choose not to buy off this complication, they receive 1 automatic injury. The character's additional hits increase the complication on a 1-to-1. And trip 2 hits. You spend 2 hits to knock your opponent prone where they stand.
What was like the second one you said of 1 hits?
Pin down. So they have another minor complication where they take an injury if they don't buy off the complication, which means they have like they currently have 2 minor complications that they're going to have to fight off.
Okay, I like this.
The stunned condition, which I haven't read.
Yeah.
They can.
I would like to apply like the pin down condition, but we have to reflavor this a little because this is not an arrow. So
There are spores in the air that the puppet master is very cautious to get near. And so it is still have the same effect where the puppet master is pinned down, not fully able to move,
he's
and also
allergic.
stunned, and also can't really see.
All right.
I pass my turn on to you want to get a hit in before he has to buy off all his complications, Zach. Because I'm gonna pass it to you, Zach.
Okay. Um. So yeah, we're just gonna chop at him again.
This puppet master, no, not the beast.
That's 3 hits.
Not the bees.
3 hits.
All right. Do we have any bonuses? Do we have any extra hits to play with or?
Now 3 hits is the defense.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I do the hit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pass it to him because he has so many things on him right now
Yeah.
that he's probably gonna fuck himself up more by acting and then be more vulnerable for
After.
Yeah.
So He was gonna try to be defensive, but he is not looking. I mean, he wasn't looking great already because he's like a lich, but like he's really not looking great now. And so he's going to make a desperation move.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to do wild sorcery because wild sorceries are reflexive, and he can only make a reflexive action now because he is stunned. Uh, and he is going to try to attach the puppet tendrils to Trillin. There are many things he has to buy off. I'm trying to do the math now. So we have the stunned condition. We have the obscured senses condition. We have the what was it, Trillin?
Pinned down.
The
Could
pin
choose to not
down.
buy it up, but that means a damage.
And to do this specific wild sorcery, that's another moderate complication on top of it. Oh,
Homie's not looking good.
So that's what, like 9 points of complications he has to buy off.
There's a reason we've survived so far. As weird as we look, we actually are
we
capable adventurers.
let's do this. Come on, dice. I believe in you. Luckily,
I wonder what the pool is for this.
12. How?
Did how many
Ha!
hits, Chaz? How many hits? I
One!
want to know.
Perfect. Because if he got 0, then he couldn't have activated
He
complications.
can't do it.
But now that he's got 1, he activates all of those complications.
But he could choose to not buy off certain complications. I mean, all of them, and still do this.
Well, he's still got to overcome your defense.
Yeah, he can't. He can't. I mean,
So if he does anything, all of those complications come into play.
yes, and he was willing to sacrifice a few, but like, no, we're good. He tries to harness the wild energy and just can't, and also he's stunned. That's literally all he can do. 7. I don't think you've gone this round yet, have you?
I was at the top, so I think it is me again.
No, you were the last of the first round.
Yeah. So
Yes. Hey, complications are fun. I think I want to add another one, but I would like to attempt a sorcery. So the description for chaotic interdiction, both in the text and in the little cheat sheet, doesn't specify a pool. I'm going to assume it's Dex and Esoterica, but I'm going to attempt to use it to apply the tax status effect on him.
all right. Roll the Dex Esoterica.
Yar. I had to remember what my dice pool was for a moment. It's fine. I would like for the audience to know at home that you just passed that on to me. You passed that on to me.
I did.
Why did I roll 9 dice? I got 1 success, so I can't even buy off the complication. I can't get past the defense or buy off the complication, so 7 tries, it's just
doesn't work. But you do see the puppet master, and he looks desperate. He's like looking around. At the bottom of the round, who would you like to go first at this beginning third round?
well, the question is, I think you need to roll on a certain table for me failing and not buying off the complication, or does that count for chaos based?
The way
Ones.
I'm doing it is it's a complication, and because you did not choose to succeed, you don't fail the complication. So
Okay.
you just
They're going to just toss it on back to Zachowir.
All right, bear me a moment.
Get him.
Zoom is being a pain. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna. I mean, we're just gonna keep smacking this bitch up with a sword.
I should have just hit him with a rock.
Oh yeah, and I have enhancement, so that actually does hit. So that is 4 with the enhancement from the weapon. Combat tricks. I should have just kept that up instead of going somewhere else. Un momento to see if I can do anything fun. No. So, no.
I will say, given how much life he has left, the tricks might not come into play.
Okay. How close is he to a wall?
He's like right in front of the back wall.
Oh, good. So I'm going to shove him so he goes flying into a wall because a shove is 1 hit and it would go back range. So he would go from close combat to short range. But if the wall is that close, he just smashes into the wall.
He smashes into the wall, his head like hitting the shelf of books, and you just see the blue embers that were his eyes give out as he drops down. You have defeated the puppet master.
All right.
And
Take
as
that.
his last words, I knew I shouldn't have left the well. And behind you, you hear a knock on the door as Luck and Deidre kind of shamble in. A little worse for wear, as while they do seem to have their wits about them, they are still puppets. Seems like this is just the first in many of adventures that you will have to take in order to return your friends back to normal. But that's just the life of adventurers in the world of darkness. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. I'm a big fan of having like a little, what your characters are doing at the, in the next foreseeable future. So how about we once again introduce ourselves and what our characters are doing. And this time, let's start with Zachary.
Hello, I'm Zachary Nauder, he, they, and I have played Zan, who is currently, right now, searching this room for a weapon that he can acquire and bless and bring into the fold for his religion. Um, and he's sure Doug had something to do with this. He's not sure what yet.
It had to be Doug. I don't know how.
Because
But
if
it
this
was
guy
Doug.
was, because I mean, if this guy was doing this and he was down in the cavern in the deep in darkness, that means that he had, in order to Doug to get this thread, he had to come out and use it and meet Doug, or Doug had to go down there and get it and find out. Either way, there's some shenanigans afoot.
Doug does wear, long sleeve shirts, turtlenecks, long pants. You haven't seen any place where the joints might be. Who knows?
Yep. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
thank
if you're looking for me, you can find me at Zach Rules. If you show up there and you find Zach Ruiz on that social media platform, that means that Zach Ruiz got there first. That's on me. Don't give him any shade. Um, if you are on the Clock app or the Gram at Zach Rules Dice, you can find video of my latest tattoo that I got put on my leg. Watch someone put a headless horseman on me.
Beautiful. Thank you much. Minty Bo, how about you next?
Hi everyone, I'm Minty Bo. I have had the utmost pleasure of playing Seven for you all this evening, and Seven is at the moment, they're multitasking because they're a very, very efficient rat. On one hand, they're looking through the Puppet Master's office for anything about the well and potential ways to get there because they said it. And on the other hand, every time they pass by its body, they just stomp on its head again. The rocks are telling them to. Totally not their own emotions. The rocks are telling them to, so it has to be right. You can find me on Bluer Skies if you know where to go. at Minty Bow. I'm occasionally here on Twitch doing random shenaniganry with a few groups, including Onyx Path here. I've had the pleasure of a couple games on here. And closing words, hydrate, happy holidays for whatever you celebrate, and it's been an honor to play for you today.
Thank you much. And Josie.
Besides the technical difficulties, I am Josie, they, them, and I was playing Trillin, she, her. I think Trillin's first biologically and medically checking up on the two to determine if there is hope. If there is, yippee. If there's not, eat more fungus and cry. Um, and then
Join in
do
head
like
stomping.
yes, and then do more research into this, and also because it's also kind of spores. Like delivered Doug a package. It's called anthrax.
Oh,
Um,
Doug.
you can find me on Instagram at Joe's11s, on the clock app at Chronic Brain Pain. And you can find the LARP that I'm crewing at Tenebra LARP on Instagram. We're working on it, but if you like horror that isn't jump scary horror, and you like being in a castle, and you can play either clergy, a servant, or a troubled 18-year-old, join. It's funny as hell. It's also traumatizing.
The best combination. So thank you all so much. Thank you all out there for watching. We hope you've had a great week, and I hope you finish the year excellent and have a better year to come. Have a great one.
Bye. Have a wonderful night.
Don't worry, it's not spider silk.